Hey, welcome back. I'm really glad you're here. And today we're going to talk about my day-to-day. What do I eat in a day? How much exercise do I get? What's my routine like? Many of you have asked that question, and I thought it was a good time to just kind of divulge my daily routine and maybe provide you a little bit of insight into how to create a healthy daily lifestyle. My name's Connie Rutledge. I'm a functional nutritionist. I have 15 years of experience as a nutritionist and wellness coach, and I want to share with you all my secrets for health and longevity. I'm 62 years old. I feel amazing, and I want to share my daily routine with you and answer your questions. So let's get started. Well, for one thing, I prioritize my sleep. It's super important to get a really solid night's sleep every night if possible. I usually go to bed about 9:30 or 10, and I'm fortunate to sleep well. I've been blessed to be a really good sleeper. In fact, I say that's my superpower. So if you have trouble sleeping and can't stay asleep, you don't get restful sleep, and you wake up tired and exhausted, then maybe we need to have a conversation. Your sleep hygiene is really essential to your body's ability to regenerate and reboot every single day. So yeah, I go to bed at about 10. I wake up at about 6 or 6:30, and I get out of bed and I drink water. I do add electrolytes or essential minerals in my water so that I'm immediately well hydrated, because the next thing that I do is have a cup of delicious, strong, organic coffee. I have evolved into drinking black coffee. In fact, I drank coffee with heavy cream for years and years and years. And when I started my fasting practice, I played around with like dairy-free nut pods. I think I tried sometimes the MCT powder, and that's great if you do that. I'm fine with that. But now I really, really crave my black coffee. I'm not sure if it's the bitter aspect or because every time I try and put a creamer in, say even heavy cream or unsalted butter, just doesn't taste right to me. I like the pure, bitter, organic coffee flavor. And I have my favorite coffee. It's a local coffee roaster in my area. Delicious. I also like Trader Joe's organic coffees. I love my espresso maker. I do like an Americano. And yeah, that's my happy place. With my cup of coffee, I head back to do my red light therapy. The Mitolite red light therapy is something that strengthens my mitochondria. Red light therapy stimulates my cells to work more efficiently. And at this age, anything that I can use to promote cellular growth, hey, sign me up. I've been doing the red light therapy for probably 2 to 3 years. And honestly, I, again, crave it. It's something that I've kind of continued in my lifestyle stack because it just feels good. It gives me a minute after waking up to kind of settle into the day, maybe enjoying some mindfulness, quiet time, and heartfulness. Sometimes it's kind of meditative. Sometimes I'll pop on a YouTube video and listen and learn. So yeah, 10 to 15 minutes without my shirt on, right in front of that, with my cup of coffee, and that gets my day off to a really good start. Hey, it's also a wonderful way to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. It rejuvenates skin cells as well as that deeper mitochondrial fuel source in the body. It helps with collagen production. And I know this isn't a skincare video, but every chance we get to maintain the collagen and the skin integrity is absolutely a bonus. That red light therapy also will help reduce inflammation. It's a healing tool. So I have a discount code in the description box for the Mito Light. I use I think it's a 750 panel, and I highly recommend that. You can even purchase the small little panel. We spend so much time in front of our blue light, the computer, the TV, indoors, that we want to maximize the red light and balance out some of that. So moving on, maybe after that red light therapy and my morning coffee, I will feed the cat, maybe do a few things chore-wise in the house. I'll sit down to my computer and answer emails and get ready for my client sessions during the day, and just kind of ease into the day. After an hour or so, just kind of getting myself moving forward for a busy day, I will typically get my exercise in. I do my exercise in a fasted state. Maybe I've been up for 2 hours at that point. I will then have my Perfect Aminos, and usually I have 10 of those tablets to equal 30 grams of 99% bioavailable amino acid fuel. It will help my performance. It definitely helps my energy. And I can't recommend that enough, because as I've aged and been really super diligent in how I feed my body, I want the most bang for my buck. And you'll see as the day goes on that I'm quite careful with my diet. I'm not perfect with my diet, but getting in the most pure nutrients is a game changer, and I wouldn't trade that. So I recommend it, especially as a menopausal woman. We are more thrifty with our ability to use the fuel that we're eating, and I just want to maintain my lean body mass. And the Perfect Aminos allows me to build lean muscle while I'm burning fat and being as efficient as possible. It is about efficiency at this stage. I want to maximize my body's ability to lay down really solid muscle mass and cellular structure so that my aging process is minimal. We're aging quickly. The environmental toxins that our bodies deal with on the daily are significant. And although I don't really recommend, let me put it this way, quality fuel matters. And I'll just leave it at that. So after I've had my workout and I've tended to my office work, then I'll usually shower and get ready for my client sessions. I love doing my client sessions. It's super fun to engage with you and help you be as amazing as possible. Typically after, I usually schedule my clients in the midday, and I need a meal before I start work most often. Today I had a grass-fed bison burger that I threw into my air fryer. I had a half of avocado with some cherry tomatoes and dill pickle slices. That was my lunch, my breakfast. That was my first meal. And I'm typically eating about approximately twice a day. So I want to make sure I maximize my meal and get as much protein, as many grams of protein in as possible. And today I'd say I had a smaller burger patty. I think it was probably about 4 to 5 ounces, which equated to about maybe 35 grams of protein. And then, like I've said before, I followed it up with my cake batter pudding. I love that stuff, you guys. It is the Equip protein, Equip Foods chocolate prime protein powder. It's a beef gelatin. It's a hydrolyzed beef protein powder, super clean. And I mixed it with about a half a cup of strawberries and maybe 2 tablespoons of slivered almonds. Maybe they were sliced almonds. And then some sea salt on top. And I mean, it's dessert. It's delicious. I added maybe another 30 grams of protein. So let's do the math. I mean, I started my morning with 30 grams of Perfect Aminos. Then I had another 30 to 35 grams in my burger patty. And at lunchtime, I rounded out my meal with my cake batter pudding, which was A2 yogurt, so plain, full fat, A2, which is the type of cow, so it's a little bit different than our regular American yogurt, and which has, full, beautiful fats and protein all in its own. And I added about 20 to 25 grams of quality protein in that. So I'm upwards of 60, almost 90 grams of protein. And I feel great. It's now later in the afternoon. I've seen some clients and wanted to get a chance to chat with you guys. And so it's later in the afternoon and I'm really still full. I mean, I feel really, really comfortable. And I've had a busy day. So that's my typical day. Obviously, I eat different types of foods, a wide variety of foods, but I'm sticking closely to my proteins, meat-based proteins, whether it's fish, chicken, beef, lamb, turkey, and vegetables. I will do some, potatoes, sweet potatoes, more starchy vegetables at times, depending on, my energy needs and how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll do beans, and not often, but sometimes I'll do beans and more starchy fruits like bananas. Every day is different. Moving through the late afternoon and evening, typically my husband will get home, and if I am feeling hungry, I'll snack on raw vegetables before dinner while I'm fixing a meal. I think we barbecued some ribs this weekend, and tonight we'll have leftover ribs and maybe some coleslaw. If I do want a dessert, I might have a tiny portion of something homemade, whether it's like a cobbler. I mean, we're into fall now, just about, and seasons are changing. So maybe some, a cooked apple, a baked apple, small apple with some, nut-based granola, baked in the oven with tons of cinnamon and maybe a sweetener like Swerve, butter. That's a wonderful option for that sweet treat after dinner, which I enjoy. So that's my day-to-day. Once in a while, I will have a very clean cocktail. I feel like if your weight is under control and you feel, and you've done all the things, you've had your exercise, you've been diligent with your carbohydrates, you might be able to handle a cocktail or a glass of quality wine and not wobble too much. Those will create inflammation in your body, but you get to choose. And it's not about deprivation. It's about like living within the parameters that work for you. And if you have been struggling with inflammation and been unable to make that scale move in the right direction, then you've got some other issues going on. Hormones need to be addressed. Toxins need to be addressed. Maybe just your diet. I mean, diet is so critical. And if you can be extremely compliant with a clean diet for 2 solid weeks, and if you can do that, and if you see results, then you keep doing that, lather, rinse, repeat, honestly, you will heal. But if you are true blue and doing your diligent fasting, you're eating clean, you're feeling like, your energy is tanking and you're just not thriving, we need to talk. Schedule a jump start. Honestly, let's magnifying glass it. Let's look closely at why you're not succeeding. I want you to feel good. You are a master by now as far as life. Enjoy feeling good in your body. It's worth doing. We're gonna next transition into something that is near and dear to my heart, skincare. I have really been down the rabbit hole, and I want to share with you, I think I shared in a newsletter, the Vitali copper peptides. And ladies, these things are pricey, but copper peptides are where it's at. And this is a serious game changer. So this skincare system with copper peptides is, it's the Vitali Restorative Serum. I got the 3%. I wanted to go as strong as possible because the copper peptides will replace damaged proteins in the cell. It goes beneath the dermis layer, creating new elastin and more moisture. So I've been using it for a good month and a half. I've spoken with the owners of the companies, the creators of the serum and the skincare line, and I'm impressed. Copper peptides are something that we need to learn a bit more about. I definitely learned that copper peptides don't play well with vitamin C serum, so they'll compete with each other. And so if you're using vitamin C and retinol, like Retin A or a retinol serum, you want to use them about 30 minutes apart because it'll just kind of cancel them out. I was surprised at that. The copper peptide serum is designed to be used twice a day, and it does have an algae in it that is very similar to what vitamin C does. It's an antioxidant. And so they've designed this skincare line to work obviously synergistic with each other. They've got a wonderful cleanser. It's an exfoliating cleanser. It has a little lactic acid. I'm liking that. And then I'm using the copper peptide serum along with a bakuchiol, which is something similar to the retinol, and it works similarly to a retinol, but it is different. So it won't cancel out the restorative properties of the copper peptide. They're designed to be used together, and I think that's important. And I learned something new. I've used the retinols for years and, had good results, but I think that the moisture in my skin is nicer. We'll see, we're moving into winter, and I think the copper peptides are going to be a game changer, and I'm just excited to be able to offer you a 20% discount with my affiliate link, and super excited to enjoy something that I hadn't had access to before, didn't know anything about. The peptide world, ladies, that's where it's at. I'm playing with a lot of different peptides in my practice with my clients for healing, and in my own body. I like to do the, self-trial so that I can share with you something new works better than what we had before. My goal is to improve the texture and the orange peel around my mouth and nose. And, it's something that we will continue to learn and find new ways to slow down the aging process. So there you have it for today. What I eat in a day, how I live my life. I can't stress enough how important diet is. What you eat matters. And having a mindset that is kind to yourself, being kind to yourself even when you aren't successful, appreciating that you need to love yourself where you are and get comfortable in the body that you live in. It is a very important part of your success. When you can feel like you accept yourself and understand that you're not giving up, you're just deciding to feel good now in the body that you're in now, might make a big difference in your outcome. By negative self-talk and beating yourself up and being unhappy day after day after day, that's no way to live. I promise you, if you can reconcile that, you will succeed and appreciate all the things that your body does for you. I know you've heard it before, but feeling good now is so important. You're amazing. You've made it this far. Are you kidding me? As a menopausal woman, don't beat yourself up. Get your act together, plan ahead, be diligent in your plan, cook ahead, shop ahead, get rid of the foods that shouldn't be in your house if they're triggers for you. Get out and get a walk if you're not moving enough. Drop and do 10 push-ups. Seriously, just do something. Take action. Appreciate what that feels like, and then pat yourself on the back. Don't overthink it. Give yourself grace. Appreciate that you are where you are, and it's time to invest in your health and longevity. Honestly, you've got this. So thanks for being here. If you felt like this was important to hear, give it a like, maybe comment. I'd love to hear from you. I do get emails from lots of you, and sometimes there's comments in the comment section. I do appreciate when you use the affiliate links. It helps me grow the channel and allows me more bandwidth to share with you the things that I want to share with you, because there's so much. There's so much here to just put out so that you have a better understanding of how your body works, how the supplements affect you, whether the supplements you're taking are quality or not, what's garbage, what's worth doing, all that. So stick around. If you'd like to schedule with me, jump onto my website. There is a scheduling button so that you can get on the queue and we can get serious about your health. Thanks for being here. I love spending time with you. I hope that you can appreciate your body. I hope that you can incorporate a plan that helps your day-to-day and just shine your light. Be the you want to be day in and day out. And so, like I say, come for the fat loss, stay for the longevity. Girls, we're in this for the long haul. Thanks for being here. Take care. See you next time.